Hey everybody! Wow, this looks new. Wait, what's that? So, in coalition, that's not even the word, but in collaboration with saying to yourself, wait, we're in 2025. How many times do I got to get a propane tank? How many times do I got to fill it? Do I need to have 2 filled, 3 filled, whatever? Gas barbecue. Here's the original gas pipe that brings it down, 40 plus years old. It's probably not even a date on here. First thing was a T and a 90 to a dryer. That's always been here. Then before this T, it was a 90. Went to the gas boiler. This heats the house. And then there's a separate, in New York, you come on down, and then there's a separate hot water tank. 50-gallon hot water tank. 1, 2, 3 gas, and 4 would be right around here. There's number 4, again original, and that's the stove. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 gas items in this house. The first thing that was supposed to happen off camera was going through the sill. Right under here, these are 2x8s, sometimes 2x6s. There's one of these, all the way back there, runs the length of the house. I'll show you. Right here. Runs the length of the house. Then behind it is sheathing. And then this house is brick or whatever, but it would be. So what you got to do is, if you think about it, you would have to go through the brick. Sorry, you would have to go through the deck. I'll show you in a minute. Then you go through the deck. Then you hit the brick. Then you go through the brick. Then you go through the sheathing, and then you go through the 2x8. Then you could pop out. That's a lot of So he decided for the same price, and the tool is he measured 15 times, and I'll show you outside, and that's it. That's the end result of going through your foundation. He sleeved it. He caulked it. To measure the Sharpie's a little bit too big, but okay. He came around. He put a shut off, which you have to. Gas. And he puts a new T, a stubby, and this is the original gas line. He cut it and threaded it. He had, that's another funny thing that happens down here. This needs to be redone. This is shot. This is just shot. That's stupid. Okay. And then that's it. Turns the gas back on. He actually cracks this open, which is the lowest point. He lets gas fill up through the pipe. And then when he smells it, he tightens it. He turned this back on. He tested this. We tested the dryer and the stove. And now let's go outside. So obviously the lattice is missing. It's raining, so now you can't clean back here. But this is the rudimentary scenario. I forgot that there was headers. There's one there. And, oh no, okay, let me see if I could zoom in. So there's the window. There's the foundation. Here's a header. So he didn't want to go through the header. And I said, yeah, I don't care. Obviously, it would be nice to put lattice here. And he came up. I obviously asked him where to go, and he came up. There's absolutely no code where I live that this needs to be anything more than what you see. You're allowed to use black galvanized inside, and you're allowed to use, I think this is stainless steel outside. I don't want to hear it. It doesn't need to be sleeved. It doesn't need to be this. It doesn't need to be that. So I'm telling you right now, shut the fuck up, and your comments will be deleted for that as long as I live. And he stubbed it up there. So this is the old barbecue. I didn't want to convert it. It's too big. The new one's coming another time. Obviously I was supposed to clean, but it doesn't work that way. It's currently off. All I have to do is take that cap off and figure it out another time. Probably gonna save. I'll probably come back, or I'll probably chooch this video another time when it's completed. So I'm gonna wrap it up right here. and the result would be installing a barbecue for 5 to 10 minutes. But that's the end result. That is natural gas going to a barbecue. So, sometime later, but for video purposes. Right. So, let me put this on to make the video. This is what was here. And then this was on here. Now, see, this is black. This is already rusting. This was just temporary. So that's why you use galvanized outside. This is from the barbecue. So you would think that Home Depot, Lowe's, and a plumbing supply place would have 1, 2, 3, 4 into one. No, they do not. So, without further ado, we're going to take our goop that we have, plumbing goop. We have the plumbing tools, and I don't know if I'm going to keep this at this angle or if I'm going to bring it this way. My best bet is probably to keep this like this, but we're going to keep it rolling. I don't have my tripod today, so I'll just hit pause. And so the first thing is to put on one piece at a time till you get to the end. So I put the goop on. You want to put the goop on past the threads. The threads bring it on. You want to get this wrench, and you want to learn how to use the tool. Okay, and then we're going to tighten it. You tighten it until you feel as if you don't want to tighten it anymore. This is, you know what I'm saying? I probably should have a bigger one for leverage, but okay. So that's that. I like to do one piece at a time. So the goop gets wiped off. You put a little more, it doesn't matter. You put as much on as you want. I'm a firm believer if you just wipe it off. And I watched the plumber install this setup, so okay. So what the plumber did do is he did take a napkin at some point, and he did just wipe it off, especially in the basement, because he made it look professional. That's right. That's right. That's what happens, though. That's what happens. Take your time, relax. That's nice. So I just ruined that, so that just looks like that for the rest of its life. So we have this piece on. We're tightening it as we speak. Or we were. Again, I try to see how this is squishing it out. I physically watched him do this whole downstairs. Okay, whether it's wrong or not what you would have done, go fuck yourself. So now what I do is what he did was he took it and he kind of cleaned it the best he can. This he didn't do over the lip, so whatever. Okay, this is here because it's already an effing mess. Effing mess. Okay, the next step was put this brass piece on. You want to be very careful because brass could technically warp. Okay, so we have everything tight. This is furred out, so this is thinner here, so as this tightens, And if I turn the gas on, well, you'll smell gas, so you'll get a false reading. So let's just put the last piece on. Whew, excuse me. I just needed to like wash my hands. This stuff is so potent. It's just still okay. So the good thing about this is it sets up, it gets hard. This is the stuff I use. You have to know whatever color, but you have to know that's what's gas. So now this is a quick disconnect, right? So we're gonna drop this nipple. We're gonna open up the gas valve, and gas should not come out of here because it's not engaged. It might come out if I do this. So let's take a look. All right, righty tighty, lefty loosey, right? Okay. Gas is on. Now, if you really got to, let me see. No, I think it has to do with plumbing. Now, what I would suggest, if you don't have anything or anything normal, is this is a Clorox wipe. But if you want, I know it's not the right thing. You really need to get, but it definitely shows bubbles, especially this brass piece. If it was bubbling, I don't smell it. I'm in the backyard, there's no one here. It would be nice if I did a cleaner job. So just keep that there. Keep that there. This is for me. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the barbecue. Here's the barbecue with its 6-foot obnoxious line it gives you, so you could bring it into the living room and barbecue in the rain and light your house on fire. So basically what they do is they put the sides together. They put the top on, and they leave everything for you. It says no propane right there. This is a Genesis. I don't think it says it right there. Of course, there's no model number. They already installed the battery. Now what we're going to do is, the gas line at my house is on the right. This house is on the left. So it's okay. I'm going to run it through there, and I'm going to connect it. The gas is currently on. What I'm going to do is then put the valves on, and I'm going to light the barbecue. And if the barbecue lights, I'm going to put all the stuff back on and show you the end result. Now the plumber suggested, since the gas goes under the deck and goes to the hot water heater, well, the house, you don't want to take the flame. You want to fill the line. So he says once the line is filled, so what you want to do is you want to connect it, and you want to open up a valve so the gas comes out. And then you want to slowly open this. And you should smell natural gas. I should smell gas. It doesn't matter if there's a heat tent or not. It should ignite. It should ignite. I think it's on. I just don't think I see it. Oh, there it is. It takes a minute. Okay, so everything is on, but there's no heat tent, so it's just going into the air. And this is probably the first time it's been on. So I believe that this is on. The gas is running. I mean, heat rises, so let's get rid of that, which is already hot. Let it do its thing. Put this in my pocket. So now the gas is on, and the next step is to open up the random events and pieces and put them on. This comes with heat tents. This is a Weber Genesis, if I haven't explained that before. Trying to do this with two hands, one hand. So it might be a little hot. If it's hot, I'll shut it off. These tents are just let go of the plastic. Whoop. Okay, there's one. Fuck. Yeah, that's hot. There's two. Wait. There might be stuff. What's this? Let me pause. There was 3 tents that went on the bottom and had to use some stuff because it was hot. There's flavor savers, and then there's 6 tents on top. And then there's grills. Now there's grills. I don't know. See if this comes off. This probably is not gonna. All right, that will come off. We'll do that off camera. So they come with 2 grills. They come with a small one on the right. Mine comes with 3 separate ones. Okay. And the best part is when you go left and you go right, you have a gap in the middle. So it's up to you. You want to maybe close the gap, have a little bit on the sides. And here is your grill. You want to take the sticker off, definitely this. We want to take it off. We're going to take it off camera. So now what you want to do is open it up while it's not on, and you want to just look around. You want to just visually look around. You want to make sure things are tight. You want to make sure there's no tape. You want to make sure there's no plastic. You want to just touch everything. You want to look, touch. Here's a cotter pin. Here's a cotter pin. Okay, There's no plastic. Bop. And then you could turn that on or off as you please, but right now it's on. I don't smell gas. I don't know lighting instructions inside the left door. I don't know if it's left to right, right to left. That's totally up to you. The gas starts on the left. Mine starts on the right. I don't know if you're supposed to fill this hose and then bring it to the... I don't know. So we'll turn it on again. Lights right up. Technically, if you leave this on long enough, it will turn on because it fills with gas. And that's it. So all 3 of these are currently on, burning the grill. You could see, I don't know if the camera shows you all that little hocus pocus. Ooh, twat. This is a flavor saver. What this has that mine doesn't have, well, no, mine has it. It comes out. This is how you clean it. The grease sits on an angle. Mine sits in the middle, and all 360 come down. This one looks like it goes to the right and it stays in there. I don't have any of this Chitaliano, Pecco Romano stuff. We'll shut this. This is whatever the hell you think that is. This is nice. I like that this is all 4. You could figure that out. Or do I have to take those off? Nope. Okay. Yep. I will fix this and make it look nicey nice. We'll probably bring it to the back. Now what I'm going to do is clean up my plumbing supplies. And I'm going to add a strap. Probably somewhere here. Or not. I don't know. We'll see. I think that suffice. I know it's very rudimentary. If you were to host and actually enjoy a backyard, this would have to be painted the color of the deck. and then you would have to purchase a lattice or two, and you would have to continue or rake this out. This is very obnoxious. He had to actually go under there, the helper. If this was my house, I don't know what I would do. I think I wasted enough of your time. I want to thank you very much for sticking along. I'm going to just push this into the back and again clean up the tools. This video is completely over and done with, and I have to clean up the house. I will figure out what I want to do with this pipe. I am probably going to just wrap it up inside, since there is 2 doors, you won't see it. And I think once I lock all the things and bring it back, I'm going to figure out where this engages so it doesn't burn the puppy beep. And that's it. Hit like, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next barbecue video. Holy moly, gas on the shamoli.